Water, the source of all life on Earth. It covers 71% of the Earth's surface, yet only 2.5% is fresh and less than 1% is actually drinkable. This presents a challenge to humans who have to support a population of 7.3 billion. Water on Earth has many sources, the primary being freshwater lakes. In developed places, access to this water is very simple and virtually at the fingertips of those in developed areas. In contrast, those in underdeveloped areas like Africa, Asia, Central and South America struggle to find a source of water, especially a clean one with no harmful bacteria.
There are two types of contaminants that are found in drinking water, microbial and chemical. Microbes such as bacteria, viruses, and protozoans are commonly found in untreated surface water sources. Microbes are usually introduced through pollution. Furthermore, if a water source or system is contaminated with human or animal fecal waste, some microorganisms may be pathogens. The resulting effects from drinking this water can include headaches, nausea, diarrhea, or if an individual has been immunocompromised, death. On the other hand, chemical contaminants are chemicals that are toxic to plants and animals and waterways. Chemicals can enhance the taste in water, but the phrase chemical contaminations indicate situations where chemicals are present when they shouldn't be.
Obtaining a clean, fresh water supply can be extremely difficult. Sources of fresh water like ponds and lakes are often filled with filth, bacteria, and disease due to a lack of proper sanitation. Even developed areas struggle with maintaining a clean water supply.
Flint, Michigan is a prime example of a developed place where water was hard to find. Their water started smelling funny, tasting odd, and giving children rashes because lead had gotten into the water when Flint switched water sources. When first tested, the tap water in 90% of homes was close to 1,000 times the action level for amount of lead. The action level refers to the level of contaminants in the water that warrants extreme measures being taken. Usually, pipes are treated with phosphate ions that keep the lead from leaking into the water supply. When the source was changed, authorities failed to treat the water with phosphate ions. In October 2015, they switched back to their original water source, but there are an estimated 6,000 to 12,000 children that may have to face long-term problems from lead contamination.
Lead is a toxic metal that causes health problems if ingested. Children are usually at risk because their bodies absorb more lead than adults. Low-level exposures can result in a lowered intelligence quotient, impaired learning, language skills, loss of hearing, reduced attention spans, and poor school performance. High levels of exposure to the brain and central nervous system can interfere with both learning and physical development. Pregnant women are at risk as well. Lead can cause miscarriages, premature births, and impaired fetal development. Unlike many water contaminants, lead has been studied for its prevalence and effects on human health and for ways to eliminate it from the water supply. In Flint, Michigan, the situation could have been prevented if authorities had treated the water with phosphate ions.
Current methods of purifying water include the following: thermal, electric, and pressure. These are the most commonly used, but methods that are less conventional exist. In the second method, pressure is used to drive water through a selectively permeable membrane, leaving salt and other contaminants behind. These methods are either insufficient or difficult to perform.
The thermal and reverse osmosis method are inefficient and time-consuming. To provide the most access to water across the globe, my team and I put together a list of possible solutions to this issue. There are many easy ways for people to purify water on their own. Some examples are the bicycle water purifier. The bicycle allows users to filter water through pedaling, enabling access to the clean water for those in remote villages and disaster zones. Another solution is the solar-powered rain catchment and purifier. This structure is both a shelter during rain as well as drinking fountain. Finally, water filtration straws, which are approved by the National Association of Testing Authorities, can prevent 99.9% of all bacteria from contaminating water.
However, these methods of purifying water cannot help the oceans. One area of the water called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch contains 87,000 tons of garbage. Plastic here possesses a huge threat to marine life when it makes its way into the ocean because it does not degrade easily. In fact, it can take up to 400 years to decompose. Although much of it is not visible, the water in the patch is filled with microplastics that fish and other sea animals ingest. These fish end up in the human food supply, which means that humans are eating plastic. Water is a fundamental human need. Each person on the earth requires at least 20 to 50 liters of clean, safe water a day for drinking, cooking, and simply keeping themselves clean. Polluted water isn't just dirty, it's deadly. Approximately 1.8 million people die every year due to diarrheal diseases like cholera. Tens of millions of others are seriously sickened by a host of water-related ailments, many of which are easily preventable. The United Nations considers universal access to clean water a basic human right and an essential step towards improving living standards worldwide. The quality of our water is directly linked to the quality of our lives. Wetlands and soils filter water while rivers transport it. Floodlands and wetlands lower flood peaks in downstream cities. Mangroves and coral reefs protect coasts against storms and flooding. All of these services from nature contribute to our water security, our health, and our livelihoods. By supporting clean water initiatives and similar measures that improve our water and wastewater treatment systems, we can each have a hand in ensuring clean and safe water for ourselves, our families, and our communities.